wait to tell you something, Billy. I got something funny to tell you. The dude beside me with 3 college degrees didn't know how to use the headphones. We're kicking us off. Okay, I just found that out.
Watching us, huh?
I was ready for Billy's loud rock star introduction. We'll act like we just heard it.
Paul Roberts! The crowd goes wild.
Welcome, everybody. Hello, and you're getting to see my new toy. I like it. We were going to do some dance moves. I got Tori and Tatiana behind me. They were going to dance. Junior was going to dance, but they said not the first one. So here we go. Welcome, everybody, to the TWC. Thank you, Andy Albright, for entrusting me with this call today. I have some fun stuff to talk about. I mean, I love talking about really just in general the possibilities of your life, what you can achieve and what you can do and what you can dream in your life. I love just that. Just speaking of what could be and how great you can be. Today's title is Endless Possibilities. But before I do that, I'm going to jump into some numbers. I'm going to start with the TWC activity numbers. The actually top 3 life producers submit. I'll start there. There we go. What I'm looking for. Thank you. Coming in number 3 is Megan Wood with 24 life applications, life AP of 13,991. Coming in number 2 is Jan Miller, I believe. I shouldn't start doing this. Jan M, 15,556 with 11 life apps, and 2 of those are IULs. And coming in at number 1 is Mr. Enthusiasm himself, Marvin and Julissa Otsoy. Marvin spoke to us last week or whatever it was. Dear Lord, he's got some enthusiasm. If you just talk to that man, you'll get excited about life. If you don't, you might want to check your pulse. 24,768, 15 IULs and 18 applications total. 15 of those for IULs. Wow. Pretty good. All right, the top 12 life producers. Number 12 is Jake and Bell Kraus with 6,657. Coming at number 11 is my dear friends, Chris and Courtney Long, 6,943. Now Jake and Bell are saying, are we not your dear friends? See how you mess things up? All of my dear friends. Coming at number 10 is Junior Correa with 6,965. Coming at number 9 is Tad Peterson with 7,005. Coming at number 8 is Adam J with 7,083. Coming at number 7 is Jake and Veray with 7,392. Coming at number 6 is our very own Bubba, James Bubba Skinner with 7,802. Coming at number 5 is Danny J with 8,109. Coming at number 4 is Chrissy M with 8,379. Coming at number 3 is Kyle and Janina with 9,329. Coming at number 2 is Mark Hutchinson with 14,065. And coming in at number 1 is Miss Megan Wood with 15,816. Congratulations to the top 12 there. The top 5 annuity producers. Thomas P.
Hey.
He's on your team.
Hey, yeah, he is.
He's on your team.
I like that guy.
All right.
Thomas. Yeah.
We should have
58,303.
58,303. Thomas was in our office this week for Project Rockstar. Congratulations, Thomas. Mauricia. How you say that? College guy?
Yeah, looks good.
Mauricia, 59,967. Coming in at number 3, I believe that's Musel. Karen Musel, 105,554. Let me tell y'all something. An annuity can rock and roll your business. I mean, an annuity can jumpstart your business hardcore because you get a big chunk of change to build your empire. I'm telling you, here's the deal. So many people, why to go over to
I
you?
don't know. He likes me.
What are you doing over there?
Am I doing nothing?
You did something. So many people, I'm over here. So many people have people they know, okay, that have money. And you just got to ask the questions. So please get with your leader because it can jumpstart your business big time. Coming at number 2.
Hey,
Papa A Bear.
another guy.
Related to you, 148,000. Papa Bear, proud of you. Coming in at number 1, holy mackerel, 750,000 annuity. They're going to give you a run for your money.
That'll jumpstart your business.
That will jumpstart your business. If they don't grow and invest in their business, I'm gonna slap you with Stan's hand. 750,000. That's big. Congratulations to everybody on the annuities. Coming at number 3, the top 3 Foresters producers, Jonathan and Megan, who were also in my office this weekend, 4,736. Coming at number 2 is EVP Stephen and Holly Davies, 5,268. That's pretty impressive right there. And coming number 1 is also part of the Davies Nation, Mauricia. I need to learn how to pronounce that because she is definitely going to continue to be on the leaderboards. So please forgive me. 5,537. So congratulations to the top 3 Foresters producers, the top 10 recruiters. This is not the day to be number 10, Corey. This is not the day to be number 10. I'm hosting the call. I'm like right here.
Pull up last week's numbers.
Yeah, can we do last week's numbers?
Just one time.
I love when people do that to you. Like, well, last week I was good. I'm so proud of Tori Roberts. She is absolutely proven to be an incredible leader. Her and Tatiana, she's done a phenomenal job. She did an amazing job this weekend. So I'm not picking on her. I love her to death and so proud of her work. Her work ethic is hard to beat, very hard to beat. But she comes in at number 10 with 3 recruits. John Thorman comes in number 9 with 3 recruits. Coming number 8 is Stephen and Holly Davies with 3 recruits. Coming number 7 is Andy Riddle with 3 recruits. Coming number, does that make you a little happier? Girl's got the same as you. Okay with that? So she's cool. She's cool now. Mike and Kate Maurice come in with 4. Adam and Beth Katz come in with 4. Olga and Jason Mathis come in with 4. Alex Abian comes in with 5. Joseph 2 comes in with 5. And Brandon and Ashley Bill come in with 6. Congratulations to the top 10 recruiters. Yeah, Tori's, yeah, good job, Tori. Tori's a good sport. All right, let's go to the 40-40 Fight Club. Oh, I thought you were going to take longer. I could take a sip of my coffee. She told me to be patient. So.
Mauricia is Mimi Romero.
That's Mimi.
Yeah. Mimi.
Oh my gosh. You know, I only know you as Mimi. God bless you. Thank you for saving me. Mimi, I know you. Dear Lord, please forgive me, Mimi. She's probably texting me right now, calling me all types of names. All right. So this is the top 13 of the 40-40 Fight Club. Jara Gonzalez. She's a hoodie winner.
Oh.
Yeah, she gets a hoodie. I like that. Brian Rojas coming on strong, coming at number 12. James Alara, number 11. Sabrina Floyd, number 10. Coming in at number 9 is Alfonso Thomas. Coming in at number 8 is Dalen Simmons. Coming in at number 7 is Steve Maxim. From Adam and Beth Katz, got quite a few people up in here. Good job, guys. Coming at number 6 is Terry and Tia Edwards. That's impressive. Coming at number 5 is Jake and Belle Kraus. Coming at number 4 is Lua Body. Coming at number 3 is Dee Henderson. Coming in at number 2 is Jake and Veray. And coming in at number 1 is Stephanie Rodriguez. She's won everything. She's won a hoodie. She's won pants. She's won a hat. She's won a tumbler.
Keep going. Keep going.
What else can we give her? Anything else we can give her? Let's give her. Okay. So we good?
Actually, Stephanie, Jake, and Veray have won a trip to the cabin with Andy Albright.
Oh.
It's all 4.
My bad. Okay. So who all's won the trip to the cabin? Let's not leave that out.
Stephanie Rodriguez and Jake and Veray Joseph.
Beautiful. I love the cabin. That's like a second home for me. I feel so at peace when I'm there. I don't know what it is about that cabin, but to me, it's like kind of reminds me of my grandparents' house.
Well, I heard some upgrades were made to it also, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. Were there?
Is that Jane's private room?
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Is that where it's at?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay. I think that was at the house, though.
No, the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, nonetheless, y'all are going to be very impressed. If you've never been to the cabin, you're going to be extremely impressed of what's going on out there. It's absolutely beautiful. I sleep so beautifully when I'm out there. I love getting up in the morning and going for a run on the highways that are so like nobody out there, a couple of trucks pass you. Just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And on top of that, you get to hang out with Andy. And you usually do something very fun, something very exciting, things I've never done before. He took me pheasant hunting in Nebraska. Andy did years ago. I was pretty good. I was pretty good. Got a lot of birds. And then the next year he took me pheasant hunting again, and I wasn't any good. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't any good. And I figured it was just, hey, I had a bad deal. Then the third year I went and I wasn't any good again. I was like, well, why was I so good the first year? So I told Andy this. And I said, dude, I was really good that first year. And he goes, are you talking Nebraska? I said, yeah. He goes, those pheasants were so fat and slow, you could have stabbed them with a knife. You could have reached out and punched them with your gun barrel. I was like, oh, okay, well. And he took me, and the reason I'm telling you the story is because then he takes me dove hunting on his property at the Albright cabin. And doves are faster than you think. They are faster than you think. I don't think I shot any, but I fire. I'm a fire guy. I don't have a problem shooting. I just might not hit anything. But you guys, congratulations, Jake and Veray and Stephanie. Take it all in while you're out there. Take some deep breaths. That's what life's going to be about. One day you're going to have a place like that. Maybe that's not your deal. Maybe you want something on the beach or in the city, whatever it may be. But could you imagine for a second, you are able to go to your family and say, hey, we're going to build a house that we're not going to live in. And there's going to be so much attention to detail with every part of the house. We're not just going to stick a cabin in the woods and go see it. Everything's going to be dusty every time we get out there. This thing's gorgeous. Like it messes with my mind a bit when I hang out with Andy in Treasure Island at his house. Then I hang out at his real house in Union Ridge. And then I hang out at the Albright cabin. I might be just a complete mess trying to figure out where to sleep. Where am I going to sleep tonight? Because all of them are out of this world. So congratulations again. Proud of y'all for going. I'm kind of jealous I'm not going. Maybe if I keep talking about how great the place is, Andy will invite me.
Worth a shot. Worth a shot.
Everything's worth a shot. Okay. Endless possibilities. I really want to. Should we have you read your book there? Or should we talk to Junior right now?
Let's hear from Junior first.
Let's hear from Junior. We are extremely excited about this young man, Junior. He has, no doubt. Give him a hand. I can hear everybody out there. Everybody's out there clapping for you, Junior. I know you can't hear him in this studio, but this young man, what he does more than anybody is creates crazy activity. It's nonstop. He's almost always the first one here to dial when it comes time to dial for appointments. He is the true, meaning of what we always say here, endless possibilities. And so if you could just for me, buddy, tell us what endless possibilities means to you. What do you think about it? Really, you're 30 years old.
Yes, sir.
30 years old. Wife, one kid?
Well, two kids.
Two kids, I'm sorry. Wife, two kids. Tell us what this opportunity means to you and endless opportunities means to you.
First and foremost, thank you for having me here. It's an honor to be in the Rockstar studio with you and Paul, Phil, and the team. It's a blessing. I don't take it lightly. But endless opportunity means just being able to dream big. And I've been dreaming big here and being able to play for something bigger than just myself. And just the simple fact of just doing the activity and going out there and making a lot of money on it. It's a blessing. The hardest part is getting started and the simple part, keeping an activity. And now the hardest part that I'm having is just staying humble and not forgetting where I came from.
Cool.
Other than that, man, it's a blessing to be here.
Beautiful. And don't go away. Stay here.
I'm not going away.
I'm holding his hand right here. Don't leave. I talk about gratitude a lot, and I'm gonna talk about it here a little bit, so I don't want to get too much on it. But your gratitude towards really the team, being here at the office, surrounded by great people, your opportunity to get your wife around Andy Albright this weekend. Really just kind of sets you apart, and kind of that's it, that enthusiasm, that excitement. Did you always have this? Did you have this prior to coming here?
Never,
Really?
never at all. We were actually just talking about that last night, me and my wife, to have the opportunity to be in front of a CEO of a company. Never thought that would ever happen. And, I don't take that lightly either. It was very cool hanging out with Andy and some of the other leaders there as well, and just talking with them and them wanting to get to know us as people, and just making a new friend. And it was a blessing. It was pretty awesome.
And I did not know that answer. I was serious. I didn't know if he was this way. He used to work at American Airlines.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Olga used to work at American Airlines, but she threw suitcases under the belly of the plane. She was a luggage handler.
Right.
Is that what you did?
No, I worked in the headquarters section. I was 2 buildings over from our CEO, Doug, and I never, I crossed paths with him, but I never shook his hand, never talked to him, and be able to sit, this close to Andy and look at him in his face and talk to him, man, it's a blessing. And thank you, Andy Albright, for this alliance opportunity, this endless alliance opportunity, allowing us to be able to dream big. I've had a small taste of freedom. In the past, replacing tires was hard for me, but being able to replace all 4 and then replacing the windshield in the same week, and it's coming up Christmas, it was Christmas week as well, and not having no kind of financial stress, that's part of the endless opportunity that I've been catching too.
And we learned you can dance a little bit.
Oh, well, my wife will disagree. She tells me that I look like the giraffe from Madagascar dancing, but Dr. Phil told me I had rhythm, so I don't know.
I saw a little rhythm in there yesterday.
Okay.
We actually practiced and rehearsed. We were going to dance today to get this thing kicked off, and we learned it was against the law.
Oh man, next time we'll try to alter that law. I'll be willing to dance for y'all.
All right, give it up for my man, Junior.
Thank you again for having me, Paul.
You up, brother. All right. This business is fun when you hang out with great people like that. And I got to give all the credit for Junior to this man right here. He's the one been working with him since day one. Believed in this young man before he believed in himself, I think. Believed in this young man probably before I believed in him. He was just right from the get-go. Phil believed in him and wanted great things for him, and has been working with him and helping him. I don't think you helped with the dance moves. I think he might have had that.
No, I definitely did not help with the dance moves.
Yeah.
And I don't know if getting a compliment about dancing from me is a good thing or not, because everybody can dance better than me.
We'll try. Tia will probably have you dance on a national convention stage one day. So don't.
All right,
Tia, if you would write that down, we got to make that happen now. All right, pleasure and honor to hang out with this incredible man. He's got some things he wants to read to you about endless possibilities and the endless possibilities we have here.
So it's like I always say, it's crazy what we can do here with this opportunity of the Alliance. I always say, I think it's like, it just keeps getting better too. Like listening to Andy yesterday, he was in your office. He was telling us some things on what he's doing this week, where he's headed to, how it's going to, like, I thought with, premium finance, life insurance, final expense, leads, and now Medicare. He's working on something else this week. Like this is a perfect topic for this call, endless possibilities, because how can you not get rich with our organization? How can you not go out there and have success? We all suck at the beginning, but if we just stick with it and we continue to work on ourselves, we grow as a person, then our business is going to grow. And I'm blessed. I'm grateful. Thank God Andy walked away from Amway 20 years ago when he did, because that set the path for where we're at now. Like we would not be on this TWC at this time on a Wednesday. I'd be sitting in a cubicle. I'd be thinking about my exit strategy from corporate office and like, well, how am I going to get out of this jail? How am I going to get out of this scam they got me held at? It's just, I'm so grateful to have this opportunity Because like Junior said, I get to dream again. You know, when I was a kid, I thought I could dig through the world and end up in China, right? I thought I could just take over the world, and somewhere along the line that left me because I got into the day-to-day life. But I'm at a place where I can dream, got a big vision. You know, as long as we're putting in the work and the activity, then the results are going to be there. There's no trick to this business. I also highly recommend this book. Like I have 2 books in my room at all time. I have sitting on my nightstand, I have the Bible. And then next to the Bible, I have this Bible. So if you have not picked up this book, you've heard Andy Albright talk about it. You've heard other people talk about it. I highly recommend getting this book because this is like a Bible to our business. This is going to help us become aware of what we're about to go through. I think every new agent should read this because it's gonna help you as your team is growing. It's going to give them the knowledge that they're about to walk through with this business and this opportunity they just stepped into. There's on page 60 and 61. You know, we were talking earlier. You said, "Hey, you got anything you want to say?" And I said, "I'm just going to read from this book. The topic's endless possibilities." And it says on here on page 60, we have literally the greatest case for optimism in the history of free enterprise with what we have here at the Alliance. We have the only entrepreneurial business with literally no downside risk. Think about what we're doing. There's really no downside. It just takes time and effort. Most businesses require significant capital before you can even hang up a sign. Like if you want to go start up a franchise, you need $50,000, $100,000. Good God, what do you need for a McDonald's? Like the millions, 25 million just to start up a franchise in McDonald's. The fact that anybody can get involved, and I was thinking about this when Junior was talking, the fact that anybody can get involved with the Alliance for just the cost of an insurance license. I'm going to go back to my schools and I'm going to talk to the president of those universities and said, "You guys are a scam." There's like one common theme about school and in corporate world. There's a scam going on that we need to educate people on. But the nominal price of an insurance license will lead to endless possibilities with our organization. I like this part. There is literally no ceiling, no limits on the earnings that we can make. Right? You can go out there and you can help as many clients as you want. You can book as many appointments as you want. You can hire as many people as you want. Right? There's only enough time in the day, in the week for me to go see X amount of clients. But as I go share this opportunity with others, then there's no limit on how many clients and how much money we can make in this business. We just have to keep hiring and bringing people into the business. A lawyer can only bill so many hours, and this is to the point I was just talking about. A lawyer can only bill so many hours in a day. A doctor can only perform a handful of surgeries a day. Some great people working in traditional business, like the corporate world, haven't had a raise in 10 years. That is like, I worked back in 2008, we had a freeze for like a 5-year period on our raises. Like I can go out there tomorrow and give myself a pay raise by booking one more appointment. Hiring one more person. You know, you hire one person and that could lead to another $10,000 a month income stream for you. It says here, in our case, we can create a raise for our family every day if we choose. Since we can recruit an unlimited number of people who each can do the same, we're ultimately paid on the efforts of hundreds of thousands of individuals. And then here, 2 more things. The most exhilarating of all is time freedom. Time freedom is directly related, they're commensurate, that's a big word right there, commensurate. with wealth and prosperity. Nothing in life equals the joy of spending quality time doing the things we most enjoy with the people we most love. In traditional jobs, everyone is struggling through 80-hour week, doing mundane, boring work in order to have maybe a Sunday afternoon with your family. Like everybody knows in the corporate world when it's Monday and when it's Friday. They hate Monday, they love Friday. Here's a little key. If you're recruiting, as you're doing your recruiting calls, call people on Sunday afternoon because they're dreading their life on a Sunday afternoon because they know they have to go back to the job on a Monday morning. They're thinking about, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this scam? You know, do I have sick time? No, I used all my sick time. Do I have PTO? No, I used all my PTO last week. So do your recruiting calls on Sunday, because people in just the traditional job setting, I promise you, they're looking for an opportunity like the Alliance. It says here, and this is what Junior's doing. Work diligently for one company for 4 years. Work diligently for one company for 4 years, and you'll become massively rich. Endless possibilities, endless opportunities, but you have to give it a fair shot. You have to give it a fair shot. Work for one company for 4 years and see how it ends up.
That's big. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, give him a hand right here. We can do this. There we go. All right. Everybody, the crowd goes crazy for Dr. Phil. All right. Caller line 1. Do you have anything for Dr. Phil? Yeah, I've got sorry. Okay. Endless possibilities. This is the year of the ox. I'm excited about this. Fitz actually told me it was the year of the ox this morning. I said, crazy you're saying that, because my office manager actually bought this for me January 1, the year of the ox. And my notes are in here for today's talk. So the year of the ox. The word for me this year is ox strong. And it's been my word. It was my word 5-6 years ago, because I believe I'm ox strong. I believe I can plow through anything. I got that from Proverbs 14:4. It says it takes a strong ox to plow the field. I am that strong ox. And because I am that strong ox, there's endless possibilities here at the Alliance. So endless possibilities. How can you come into this opportunity and have nothing but, oh my God, I'm going to get rich? Now, it's not, oh my God, I'm going to get rich, but it's, oh my God, I'm going to get rich, and something bad happens and you pop back up and you say, oh my God, I'm going to get rich. Like, it doesn't stop. What I see from a lot of people is they say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And the moment the first slight wind blows in their direction and pushes them over, they're gone. Or they think they find another opportunity to make themselves, it'll be the right fit, right? They satisfy their ego by saying stupid things like, I gave it all I got in my upline and my sideline and my wife and, whatever it may be. They're blaming, and it makes them feel good inside. So therefore, they've not enjoyed the endless possibilities that we have here at the Alliance. I don't know a better way. I can't, when I think about endless possibilities, so I just started saying the words endless possibility. And I texted it to a lot of people. It just kind of started hitting me. Ox strong was my word, but for some reason, whatever it was, endless possibilities just kind of took over. I don't know if it's what's going on in my life right now. I got some crazy, insane, great things going on in my life. I got some crazy, insane, crazy things going on in my life right now. And so it just kind of hit me, endless possibilities. Because we all have endless possibilities. It's how you look at it. It's how you decide. It's how you choose to look at it that will be the decision maker. And strangely enough, this morning, I jumped on Facebook to go see how our Facebook group's doing. And I saw something from Nina Wilson. And she posted on, and I called and asked her if I could say this to y'all. And she posted on, she goes, today's like her anniversary, her 9-year anniversary of being in the United States of America. And you can tell by the text, or by the what she wrote out, her excitement level, the endless possibilities that are now in her hands because she says she's living in the United States of America. And that hit me hard, because there's so many people right now living in America that don't think they have endless possibilities. And it all has to do with the way they look at it. That's simple. You can argue with me. I will not argue back, because I'm going to find people like Nina that believe that statement. And if I find enough people like Nina that believe the statement of, I'm blessed just because I'm here, I have endless opportunities, endless possibilities because I'm here. If I hang out with her, I will find more like her. Okay. Now, I'm not saying I won't try to convince somebody to believe that living in America is the greatest thing in the world. I will. But at some point, I can only expend so much energy emotionally on that. I've got to go out and search for someone like her to bring more in. And I got to tell you, man, I called her up this morning. Well, I didn't have her phone number. That's horrible. I cannot believe I did not have. I do have it now. I had to ask Olga for it, and I called Nina and I left her a message, and then she called me back. And you happened to be in. Yeah, he happened to be in the room when she called me back, and I put her on speaker, and I said, hey, well, before I could even say, hey, what's going on? I'm gonna call her every day if I'm in a bad mood, right? I mean,
everybody needs a Nina on their team.
God, it's like this young man Junior.
Yeah.
It's like I called Junior for excitement, enthusiasm, and I call her, and when she got done with all her crazy excitement, I said, hey, you posted something. I want to make sure you're cool with it before I talk about it, and just make sure you're okay with it. And she went on about, oh, thank you for even asking. I mean, she was grateful for that right there. Just like, oh my dear Lord, you asked me. And man, her excitement right there. Okay. I'm so glad that I strolled across that and saw that. Because that's the first thing to endless possibilities is gratitude, in my belief. When you choose to be grateful, when you make a decision that you're going to be grateful, things work better. Okay. You see through your vision changes. Your vision actually changes as to what you see versus somebody else. Like, feels very grateful to be here, feels very grateful to live in America, feels very grateful to have an opportunity to just wake up in the morning. He's grateful that he has such an amazing God in his life. And so he epitomizes that, and his vision's different. If there was someone sitting here beside me that wasn't grateful like him, they would see things completely different. They would find everything wrong with the alliance. And guess what? There's stuff wrong with the alliance. Sorry. If you thought you came into perfect, there's no such thing as perfect. There was one person that walked the earth that was perfect. Sorry, nothing perfect. If you find something wrong in your marriage, you will find something wrong in your marriage. If you find something wrong in your friendship, you'll find something wrong in your friendship. You better choose the gratitude, the gratefulness of just having a friend. You better choose the gratitude and the gratefulness of just, I live here in America. Funny story, I was headed to get my hair cut one day, and it so happened to be that Jeremy called me. And Jeremy says, what you doing? I said, dude, I'm frustrated. I got 3,000 things on my plate right now. Like, God, I got so much on my plate, and I got to go get my hair cut right in the middle of the day. I wish I had like Andy does, where someone comes to him. I got to figure that out. But anyhow, and I'm like angry and frustrated. He can feel it. And he can sense the anxiousness. And it was really not about the haircut, but it was about the haircut. And he said, man, I wish I could be mad about getting my haircut. I wish I could get angry and I was like, oh, dear Lord. Yeah, okay. So you can find something to be, or you can decide you're going to find something to be grateful for. And I just don't know of a way of looking at the alliance opportunity with endless possibilities, with not tons and tons and tons of gratitude. It's a decision you have to make You have to search out and find what there is to be grateful for. Thank you, Nina, for reminding all of us that live here in America how great it is to be here. I'm getting chills as I'm saying that right now. I wish I could. It's going to sound really strange. Please don't freak out on me. But I wish I could somehow, some way put alcoholism in everybody just for a little bit so you could understand the desperation you live, the anxiety that you live, the loneliness that you live, how freaking scared you are because something controls you and you can't control it and it's killing you. And I could take it right back out. Like put it in, take it right back out. Here's why. I think I'm so grateful about life because I almost killed myself. See, when I was crawling around on my garage floor because I'd taken too many sleeping pills and I drank too much tequila and I was hallucinating, when I came out of that, God gave me another chance. And I have such a defining moment in my life. And it almost breaks my heart to a certain extent that other people don't have that defining moment because they're slowly dying. It's like, what's that story? You're probably better at than me, but something about putting the frog in the pot. Slowly turn up the heat. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah, it's like you're slowly simmering in a hot pot. And little by little, I'm going to crank up the heat till it boils you and kills you, and you won't jump out. If it was scalding hot and I threw you in there, the frog would jump out immediately. Okay? It's almost like I wish I could throw something into your life to where you would jump out immediately and say, you know what? The heck with this, I'm going to be grateful. The heck with this, I'm going to be grateful. It's almost like for now, it's such a blessing that I had such a horrible disease that controlled so much of my life because I get so excited about just talking to people. I get so excited that Hal Rosen's texting me right now. I get so excited that I have great people in my life. I get so excited that I just have a shot to do something. And so, again, I don't wish anything bad on anybody, but maybe right now you need to take an inventory if you're not all that grateful and find something to be grateful for. I mean, because right now there's some messed up addicts running this company right now. You know, I can go over the leaderboard if you like me to. I can point them out. I'm not going to, but yeah, we're all up in there, okay? And I think it has something to do with this gratitude. It's the same thing that Nina has for living in America because she lived somewhere else. She saw how bad it was. She saw how horrific it was. And now she comes over here with endless possibilities. I want you today, maybe you haven't been looking at the Alliance as what Phil just read to you. Maybe you haven't been looking at it that way at all. I'm asking you today to go for it and say, you know what? I'm starting over today. I'm going to look at all the great things that we have to offer. I'm going to look at all the blessings that we have. Yeah, thank you, Sabrina. Sabrina says, that's a great young man that just talked junior. Thank you. You're right. You're absolutely right. Maybe he's your blessing. Maybe he's the one you can be grateful for. That way you can say, you know what? I have endless possibilities here. Junior was working at the phone for Admirals Club at American Airlines. No insurance experience. You just heard what he said. He was right there next door to the CEO of the company. Never spoke to him. Probably wasn't allowed to shake his hand. Right? I mean, probably wasn't even, right? Were you going to say something?
No. I'm just thinking about how we can go up there and like he walked through your house over to the couch and sit next to Andy Albright.
Yeah.
And people take that for granted. Right? That's a special thing that we're allowed to do. We're allowed to do here at the Alliance.
Yeah.
Don't take that for granted. I think we can make this call the how to get wealthy by Nina. Because I just think about her and like
you've never called her before, have you?
I'm going to. I think every single morning now, because and what blows my mind is at convention she won a Rollie. She got a Rolex.
Yes, she did.
She's being edified and she's being called up in front of the stage.
Yes, she is.
And most people would say, "I'm here. I've arrived.
Yeah.
Now it's my show."
Yeah.
But she still has a gratitude in her heart, and she still is humble, and she's still like, "I can't believe I'm even here."
Yeah.
Right. And that's why you're going to continue to see her at the top of the leaderboards. And we can all take a lesson from that of being grateful, just like her, even when you're winning, you have not arrived. You have not arrived. Be grateful for like her, and your life will be abundant.
Yeah. And I love what you just said. If all of you could just say to yourself, hey, I'm in the presence of greatness, and look at things differently. Start living with gratitude, speaking gratitude. Gratitude will move mountains. Gratitude will take someone like me with very little to nothing to where I'm at today. Gratitude, this is a big one. Gratitude can help you work through the pain. Gratitude will help you not just fight through the pain and work through the pain, but defeat the pain. Because we're all looking for somebody. Because here's the deal. We're bragging about Nina. Dear Lord, I've heard her story. I cried when she told me. And I'm not going to say it right now because I'll mess it up, and that's her story, but she was able to work through some serious pain. We've all got pain we're dealing with. It's just a matter of, can we work through the pain? So many people will say to me, well, I'm going to get a few things done in my life, and then I'm going to get started. That is a lie straight from the pit of hell. You're never going to get started. What you're saying to me is, I got some painful things going on in my life, and it's taken me out. I'm too weak to handle it. That's what you're saying to me. No, it's not. Yes, it is what you're saying to me. Because when you get those so-called things done out of your way, guess what's coming? More things. Like, they're coming. You got to learn how to deal with it. It's one reason I run. I love running because I love to see what I can overcome. Like, I have this crazy, strange, I like pain. I enjoy the pain. Like if, no kidding, like if my first 2 miles, I'm not hurting somewhere, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh God, something bad about to happen. I mean, this is not going to be a good race. Everything's smooth. I'm breathing good. The weather's beautiful. My shoe's about to fall off. Something bad's going to happen. But I enjoy overcoming that pain. I really relish on the pain. Talk to anybody that runs long distances. There's a certain crazy high that we get. Some people say we go to the dark side. I don't care what you call it. I don't think it's the dark side. I just enjoy the fact that I can overcome stuff. And it makes me mentally strong for the day. Like, I love looking at my watch because it lets me know what my last run was. So if anybody irritates me, makes me angry, or something bad happens, I just remind myself, hey, I ran 5 miles this morning and it was cold, but I did it on a treadmill, but it was still cold. It was right by the window, man. It was beautiful. Okay. So gratitude, here's another thing gratitude will do for you. It'll help you fight. It will get you to fight through the pain, to where the pain, like okay, I'm going to talk about running again. Sorry. But I used to get plantar fasciitis and it would take me out. I went and saw a chiropractor that says, don't worry, we'll get it to where it doesn't take you out. You can run through it. I like this guy. I want to hire him. You're saying I can keep running? He said, yes. I said, you're hired. The job is yours. And so I started playing through that pain and realized, hang on. I need to back up. First, I got scared to death because he said, the only thing we got to worry about is it could have calcified. Calcified.
Big word.
Well, you're a doctor. Tell us what calcification means. Okay. So, and I was like, oh no, what do we got to do? He goes, you got to get an ultrasound. I literally left his office and went straight to the place and got an ultrasound. I then asked the rad tech who did my ultrasound, I said, can you possibly get this over to Austin today? She goes, well, it's late in the day. And I was like, it's very important. Can you please? And I begged her. And she got it to him because I was like, I thought the world was coming to an end. Here's my point. I played through that pain. It was no big deal. See, I can now play through levels of pain. Philip Hebert can play through levels of pain that will take most people out and they can't earn $1 million. He knows how to play through that pain because he lives with gratitude. And gratitude, here's where I was leading to all this. Gratitude will build great habits, amazing habits, habits that take a long time to get going. But once you get them going, buckle up, because everything's about to change in your life. You have to have this ability to stay grateful when it's ugly, and you will build habits that are powerful and strong that just begin to take over your life. I don't think this man sitting here right beside me rests. He's constantly thinking about the business. I kind of almost want to show you the drawing of his business. It's so beautiful. I don't know if I can do this. I'm going to try. This is like the first week. This is the first week. This is 7 days of February. And that's not it. I'm not done. I got to keep going. It's amazing. That's his business. It's just, it's gorgeous. It's because he's constantly where is Junior? How far in depth is he?
6 depth.
6 in depth. Oh, he hadn't issue page yet. So he's not even on here. But yeah, he's down here. Yeah, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. He's 6. This young man sitting behind is 6 in depth from him. Now, here's the cool thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are all studs too. There ain't a bad part in that chain. And we're talking to this young man. That doesn't come from Phil not having gratitude towards this business. That doesn't come from Phil not thinking, oh my God, the sky's the limit. The only way you have 6 people like that are all strong and good is if you believe there's endless possibilities here. Because then they'll start buying into his thought of there's endless possibilities here. And then voila. What I have seen a lot of people do is go through a person, and get this person. And they throw away these people. They don't have enough enthusiasm and excitement in them to get these 3 fired up about anything. And what happens is this 4th one takes off faster, so they put all their energy into that 4th one and blow 3 and 2 out of the water. What he does is he continues to show his belief that he's going to get stupid rich here, and 3 and 2 take off as well. It's that gratitude, and they start buying into it. In fact, there's someone in there. Hang on. I'm not going to say his name, but I'm almost positive he's in this hierarchy. He told me he would never be. Yep, there he is. He told me when I first met him, he said, I want to tell you something.
I remember.
I don't do rah-rah. I don't buy into all this excitement stuff. And he's in the Army, right?
Yeah.
He's in the Army. Military
officer.
Dude. Military officer.
Officer, yeah.
Dude's bad to the bone. I mean, this guy's good. You want him on your team. And I put my arms around him. I'm not going to say his name. I didn't ask him if I could talk about him. Put my arms around him. And I said, I bet you become one of the biggest rah-rah people here if you keep hanging around with Phil Hebert. Easier to say Dr. Phil. And he goes, yeah, whatever. Well, I met his wife this weekend. The guy I'm talking about. And his wife came up to me and she goes, oh my God. The other day he was doing something. I forget what she told me he was doing. And I was like, oh, no, that's right. The first time he goes, y'all all took a picture and he was giving a thumbs up. And I said, what the hell's happened to my husband? What is going on with my husband? He's in a picture, Army officer, and he's giving a thumbs up. Y'all have taken him away. And now she's talking about how just excited he is. Now he's not the biggest cheerleader at that office, but he's up there and he is smiling all the time. See, Phil didn't throw him away. Phil let him have some of his gratitude. Phil let him have some of his endless possibilities for this opportunity. And I can brag about Jeremy, Kelly, Mike, George. He's just sitting beside me right now. All of them believe nothing but endless possibilities here. Okay.
In fact, he showed up to hotspots for 3 years before he started doing anything. You know,
he did. That's right.
And that's just, he always felt welcome, felt loved.
He did. He showed up for a long time before he wrote a piece of business.
Yeah.
And not only did he show up, but he was like helping us set up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. That doesn't happen without the leader believing in crazy, endless possibilities. If you're relying on Andy Albright to be that person for you all the time, I got some bad news for you. It ain't going to happen. You got to be that conduit that takes it to the next level. You got to be the one. It can't just be me. And I don't want it to be just me. I want to find so many superstars in my business that they don't even need me. And they don't even need me. I got so many rock stars in my business. I ain't the deal. I found some. Now I got to go find some other ones. I got to go find some other ones that can be the next ones. Because all my man, they don't need me. They're great. They're strong. They're powerful. They didn't sit around and And what did Goat say this week about motivation? Leaders don't need motivation. Leaders,
George posted it.
George posted it. Something great about motivation,
Keep
like
going.
warriors or something like that. Don't need, and that's what these guys are. Okay. Now, what is the killer? What is the killer to gratitude? I'm starting to feel like Jeff Bright right now.
Professionals don't need motivation. They're already motivated from within. Tim Goat.
That's big right there. Read it again. Read it again.
Professionals don't need motivation. They're already motivated from within.
So it's our job to help people become professionals. Because not everybody, you heard Junior say, Junior says, I did not think this way prior to getting here. I was doing my job, doing my thing, going through everything. Okay. Put it this way. I'm jumping ahead, but I got to say this because it just won't leave my mind. You heard how grateful Junior was just sitting here right now. There's no secret as to why he is setting more appointments than other people. Ask yourself, would you want him to call for you, or do you want you to call for you? That's what I'm saying. See, if you're not as grateful as him, you're not going to set as many appointments as him. Your chance of 40-40, slim to none. Slim to none. I wouldn't set, would you? Junior calls me, I probably set. Nina called me, I set.
Oh my God.
I'd set before she even
from,
said any word. Yeah. But how much are you going to buy?
Yeah.
People buy from people like that.
Sell me more. Sell me more.
People are fired up to be around people like that. I mean, don't be the person everybody's trying to get away from. I mean, because we just had a big convention in my office, and for two different organizations, and there were some people I was trying to get away from. There's some people I saw them a good 20 yards away. I was like, I'm gonna go to the right. I'm gonna press the B button on my controller, do a spin, and go the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be that person, because that's the person trying to set appointments. You can't set appointments. Got to have that gratitude inside of you. Okay. So what? Go ahead.
So some people might be thinking like, okay, well, I need to work on my gratitude. How do I do that? And this is something that you taught me, was a very easy, simple thing. Before I started doing this, like I started, when I started here with you, I started doing a diary, right? I'm like, hey, that sounds not too manly, having a diary, right? I didn't know if I needed one with a lock on it or a heart or whatever, but I was like, okay, I'm going to start diarying away. But I'm just going to start jotting it down. And you said, and I asked you, I said, what do I start with? Like, I don't know, do I write like how my day went? Do I talk about somebody?
Dear journal.
Dear diary. But you said, just start with this one sentence. I am grateful. And then I put an exclamation point after it. So if we're somebody that needs to work on having gratitude and be honest with yourself, if you do need to or not, just start with that. Every single morning, wake up and write, I am grateful, exclamation point. And then it's going to grow from there. But that's one of the habits that you're talking about. Habits of successful people is they read books, they have a diary. And you're talking about, if we want to help people become grateful, that's a great thing to start with.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. See, I never really thought writing in a diary was not tough, because Ozzy Osbourne sang Diary of a Madman. Listen to that song. It might change your mind. You might start calling it a diary.
I ain't worried now.
No, it's good now. Yeah, yeah. For anybody out there, if you're worried about doing a diary, just listen to the song Diary of a Madman. It should mess your brain up completely, because that's the way my brain is. Okay. So what can kill, what can not, I don't know if it's what can kill gratitude. I need to get a Jeff opinion on this, but what can like prevent it from ever happening is offenses, being offended by everything. Just being offended by everything. It's like you go out of your way to log into Facebook for someone to you off, right? And it's like, come on, man. It kills you. I have a barometer in my life. It's called Chris Gardner. Andy Albright put Chris Gardner in my life years ago. I got a chance to meet this man. He wrote the book, forget the name of the book. Pursuit of Happiness. Pursuit of Happiness. Kind of a funny dude too. In fact, he came to our convention one year, and who played Chris Gardner in the
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Dude's funny. He says, so Will Smith played him in his movie. The book's about him, the movie's about him, but Will Smith played him. And Chris came to one of our conventions, and we gave one of our rock star welcomes. I mean, we would not shut up. We were clapping so hard, screaming, yelling. And he finally said, hey, I'm here to tell you, Will Smith ain't here. Y'all need to calm down.
You scream loud enough, he might show up.
But I'll tell you, knowing Chris Gardner, I'd rather see Chris Gardner than Will Smith any day of the week. I'd rather hang out with that man here. And I'm gonna tell you just a snippet, okay? Please read the book, Pursuit of Happiness. You want gratitude in your life? Read this book. But Chris in that book and in the movie, it talks about how Chris is a black man, and he had and he worked from the bottom. He had no college degree. He had no skills to do the job of a stockbroker. I think that's what he ultimately was, a stockbroker.
So.
Yeah. And he had to make, I don't know how many dials a day, but he actually, this is back in the day of the telephone where you actually picked up a phone and dialed. He actually taped the phone to his hand or something like that. So he found out he can make more dials. That's gratitude. That's looking at that opportunity with endless possibilities. And no one trained him to do it. In this business, we're going to have rock stars train you how to do this. If you can't have endless possibility thinking when you have rock stars teaching you how to do this, watch the movie Pursuit of Happiness. Okay. And so he had nobody to train. In fact, they didn't want to train him. They were like, they kind of looked down on him. They looked down on him because he had no, pedigree for the job, no college degree for the job. And he was just kind of like, they just kind of looked at him like almost scum, like, yeah, good luck, buddy. Well, he pounded through and he made it pretty big. But during his uprising to greatness, he had this one customer that he would call on. I believe the customer was I don't know where he was, doesn't matter. And he knew every time he called this customer would tell him black jokes, constantly, black jokes. And Chris made a decision. I can be offended and destroy my career here. I can be offended and take myself out and never be who I believe God built me to be. He doesn't say this, I'm adding, but this is the things that went through his mind, the things he talks about in the book. He decided not to be offended by that. And I can't imagine. I'm a white man. I don't get it. I don't know what that's like, but it's got to be one of the most horrific things in the world to sit there and not just listen. He didn't just listen to the joke. He laughed at them with him. And now he's got a really crazy sense of humor at it. He'll tell you he's got better black jokes than he had. But he fought through that. So he's kind of my barometer of being offended. I say to myself, if something like really ticks me off or someone hurts me or does something ugly to me, I think to myself, what would it be like to be that man? Do I really have the nerve, the audacity to get upset about this when that man had to endure that to get what he wanted? Because we're going to have to endure things that aren't our right. Well, it's my right to be upset. I got you. But it was also Chris's, and he chose not to. And I still think to this day, he's the only one that owns, is it a Rolls Royce?
Mm-hmm.
A color of money, Rolls Royce. It's actually the color of money. In fact, they told him it couldn't be done. I mean, you would never tell this man something can't be done. He's going to do it. Like, he's the one. We're going to play that song this morning too. If I can't do it, it can't be done. Anyhow, by 50 Cent. And so Billy wouldn't let me play it. So
Billy or YouTube, one of the two.
What was I talking about? But so Chris is like my barometer. If like someone offends me, like just last week, someone that works with my daughter in the hair salon actually wrote something horrible about me, and they showed it to my daughter, and my daughter was like, no big deal. I'm so proud of her. Like, no big deal. And these were some ugly things they said about me, just horrible things. And I picked out the one good thing on there. You remember that, Tori? I picked out the one good thing because Randy sent it to me. She goes, here's a screenshot. My person said this, person saying this about you. And in that horrible talk about who I am, it said, just Google Paul Robert. I was like, I was fired up. People are Googling me. I ignored all the other stuff. She called me a bag and some other things, but I ignored all of that. 100% ignored all that. I was like, can y'all believe people are Googling me? What my life has become.
Somebody spent 60 seconds of their day Googling you this morning.
I've been Googled. So I paid attention. And again, I can't imagine the pain. I need to talk to Terry and Trina. And so what would that, I don't know the pain of what that would feel like, having to endure someone telling you black jokes and you're black and you got to laugh at them. So he's my barometer. I like, if he can't get offended for that, I can't get offended for stupid, petty, little itty bitty things that aren't near even a tenth of a 1% of that. Because if I do, it takes all the gratitude, it sucks all the gratitude out of me. I don't believe, and again, I need to get with Jeff and Tim on this, but you can't have gratitude and be offended at the same time. I don't think you can. I don't think it's possible. So at some point, you got to say, well, Andy offended me when he said this. Hey, can you think of the 300 things he did that were great that made you better? Or the 3,000 things or 300 things that were great that were said as opposed to the one bad thing? Can we please look at that? Can we look at our levels? Can we look at glow? Can we talk about glow? Can we think about all of that? Because this is what I say. We have the greatest, highest contracts in the industry. Mm. And if you want to argue with me, I'm not arguing with you, because I'm telling you right now, we have the greatest, highest contracts in the industry. I believe that. I suggest you do the same. Because if you do, then you'll have like these crazy, stupid, endless possibilities here. I've been here 16 years now. I never looked at another opportunity. I've had people shove them in my face, and I'm a Barry Sanders. I'm probably dating Barry Sanders. He's a great running back, probably the best of all, but no one could touch him. I don't think I ever saw him get tackled. I just press my B button and spin, so no one touches me. And is it even the B button no more? I don't even play
R2, stuff. Trigger 1.
That's ridiculous.
Trigger 2.
Yeah, there's like 200 triggers on that thing. Anyhow, so I don't have the time to entertain it, because I don't want my brain messed up, because I got people following me. Got to be able to move out of that stuff. So anyhow, I don't believe you can be offended by everything that happens and look at this opportunity as an opportunity of endless possibilities. I just don't believe you can. And I'll get an official ruling on that from a psychologist and a pastor, but I don't know of another way to do it than just deciding, okay, let me today search for the things that are great about my leader. Let me tell y'all something. You're going to find something wrong with, you're going to find something wrong with all of your leaders. I'm sorry. So if you could just get over that, that'd be great, because we can move a lot faster. And if you want, every time you want to tell me something, and this is what I tell my folks that are closest to me, I say, listen, if you want to tell me something bad about your leader, let's sit down and have a one-on-one, very painful one-on-one, and let's talk about all the things that are wrong with you. Would you prefer that? Would you like for me to sit down with you and point out everything wrong with you? I don't want that. I know I'm a jacked up mess. I'm so jacked up, it's not even funny. I don't want anybody to sit down with me and tell me how mess. I don't. But could you just point out the great things in my life? Can you point out the great things in the person that brought, can you just point out the great things in their life and work off of that? Because together we're great. Together we're phenomenal. I ain't nothing without Kelly. I ain't nothing without Phil. I ain't nothing without Rodriguez. Nothing without G-Shock. Nothing without Jeremy. Nothing. I'm absolutely nothing. Together, oh, baby, they make me look like Tom Brady. Just a little shorter, not as talented, not as good looking. But other than that, baby. Just like them. Identical to him, but still a winner.
Still a winner.
God bless you. Just like them, identical to him, right? They make, and what you got to do is say, okay, yeah, before I start telling everybody what's wrong with them, there's a lot wrong with me. I don't want them telling me what's wrong with me. Let's find out the greatness in each of us. And then you can look at everything as endless possibilities, literally endless possibilities. Just the way that, do you have something you want to say? I'm sorry, you look like you're ready to roll.
You said something earlier, Chris, what's his name? Chris Gardner. When he first started, like nobody wanted to give him the time of the day. Everybody looked down on him. Like, I will take all day long somebody that has the heart like Junior. I will take somebody who has the gratitude of Junior. Like I would take Chris Gardner when he first started because his heart and his work ethic and what he believes in himself way over 20 years of experience of insurance, right? I hear a lot of people say, oh man, this guy's good. He's been in insurance for 10, 20 years. Oh, yeah. But then when I see somebody like Junior walk into our lives, we can recognize his heart, his gratefulness, his work ethic. Like I'll take that any day of the week over somebody with 20 years of experience. And if we can all look for those qualities in people, I promise your business is going to explode. It's not going to explode. Here's one, I say this and I got it from you. Just about every recruiting call I do, you know, I say, what do you do for money right now? And they tell me, oh, I'm a school teacher. I don't have any experience in insurance. And I say, you know what I say? Thank God we can teach you how to do this the right way. The people we're looking for are people who are friendly, easy to talk to, somebody with a spirit of gratitude. I'm looking for the right heart and the right attitude, someone who's coachable. Those are the characteristics that are going to take you to the top, not 20 years of experience. And that was weighing on my thought when you said that about him, where people were looking down on him. I'll take a Junior all day long, baby.
Yeah. Thank you. It's a strange phenomenon when we hire people and they look at the opportunity just like completely different.
Yeah.
And you can feel it the way they're looking at it.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Like we got Tatiana out there and she even said it. So it's really just a mindset.
Yeah.
It's just a mindset. This is all it is the way, because one person said they love the $11 leads. And the other person gave us every reason in the world why they didn't work. And Tatiana tried them and they worked because it's really just what you believe in that. That's a gratitude of believing that anything's possible. Listen to me. No one trained Chris Gardner. No one talked to him. Well, upline won't talk to me. I want to hurt you. No one trained this man. No one would talk to him. They were rude to him. They were ugly to him. They were mean to him. They threatened to fire him all the time. They weren't even paying him.
Yeah, they weren't.
Come on, man. How could you not look at I know in this business, we got Gina Hawk for crying out loud. You know, we've got so many people willing to train you. We got the videos out there to train you. We got people like Junior on our team, people like Nina on our team, people like Olga, who's just smiling every time you talk to her, just happy. Please understand, that's a choice for her to smile. There's crap going on in Olga's life. There's stuff going on in her life. Sorry, gay code. There's stuff going on in her life but she smiles through it. It's just making that decision to say, hey, now let me caution everybody, because here's what I know is going to happen. It's kind of like dieting. You're going to go hardcore for a week and then be mad that you didn't lose 75 pounds. It took you 42 years to get the 75 pounds. Forget that part. So people are going to try to be grateful, Phil, for the next couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully a week or two or a couple of months. Just throw in a couple of years. Why not do it the rest of your life? But what they're going to do is they're going to throw it in for a couple of hours and something bad's going to happen. And they're going to say something, this doesn't work. See, because you can't touch it. It's not tangible. You can't feel it. So therefore you say it doesn't work. You say, well, it can't be done. The moment you decide that gratitude's coming your way and you're going to decide gratefulness, something's coming. We had an amazing weekend this weekend here at our office. And this is unheard of. I've never heard of this before. But at the very beginning of the meeting, we kind of laid out the gratitude part. And we had not one complaint.
Not at all.
And you're expecting complaints. You know,
over 100 people.
Over 120 people. You expect complaints. In fact, I told everybody around me that are close to me that are helping me run this thing, I said, just be ready for them. Smile. Do not get offended. Do not get upset about their complaints. Just smile and say you'll fix it. We had 0 complaints. I don't know how that's possible. But we had 0. And then I went to, you can turn that volume down, I think, on the side, the speaker. I go to 7 Mile to have lunch with, or breakfast with, this beautiful man here, and we're just talking about the weekend, how great it was. And Tim Goad called us and said, "How's it going?" I said, "Dude, I'm still amazed. I'm still blown away." And not only that, I'm blown away by the speaker. The speakers were so grateful just to speak. We had, I don't know how many slots of 5-minute speakers, but we had a bunk.
Yeah.
And I was really worried
10,
about
maybe.
about 10 5-minute speakers. And I was very concerned about them going over, because that can happen. Not one of them went over. Not one.
Mhm.
Not one. And they all ended so powerfully and beautifully. And I'm telling Goat all this. He said, "Hey, can I stop?" Yeah, I said, "Sure." He goes, "I want to pray right now." And he actually prayed right there and asked and told Satan to leave me alone. He goes, "Paul, everything went great, so I'm about to come your way. And I want to tell Satan right here, right now, to leave you alone. And he's dead. He's done. He's over with." And so I said, "Are you saying something bad's going to happen to me? I don't like this. This isn't fun anymore." But guess what? Literally on the way home, something happened. It wasn't bad. I mean, it would have taken most people out, but it didn't take me and Tori out. It had taken most out, but it didn't, because we're ox strong, baby. It didn't take us out. But I'm telling you, the moment you decide you're going to be great, I'm going to try what Phil and Paul said. I'm going to try what Terry keeps telling me to, just be grateful. I'm going to give it a shot. The moment you do, something bad going to happen, and don't just fight through the pain. You want to kill that pain. You want to call Satan a liar and keep going. You fight through that pain. You beat that pain to death.
And that's, I'm thinking that if you would have stopped and you would have let that get in the way, remember the conversation we had in the office with Tim and Andy and all, everything that's about to happen and how we can get rich with this business? If you would have stopped by letting that thing take you out, you would have not heard this new conversation of more endless possibilities.
Oh, dude.
That's like, people they get offended, people let things get in the way, and then it stops their business, and they got to spend all this energy starting up again.
Just that one conversation was endless possibilities.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my God.
Like, I want to share it with y'all, but I'll get killed right now. But I mean, it's like, I ain't kidding. You guys out there, you leaders out there, I'm talking just to the leaders. You're an agency manager above. I'm talking to you right now. There's another avenue that we haven't even touched that's endless possibilities. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, we didn't have enough with final expense. Now we got America with instant approval. We got every bad to the bone Foresters product that exists because we built them all. I mean, and now you're telling me we haven't even scratched the surface on XYZ. I couldn't sleep that night. I mean, I was literally changing my investment strategy of what I was going to do after I talked to this young woman about the endless possibilities that she's now bringing to us. See, and you're right. Had I let that thing take me out, I'd have came in and done what a lot of people do and started pointing out all the bad crap that happened. And she would have not even talked to me.
No.
She'd have been like,
she would have done this thing like,
oh God, there's a guy right there. I got to get away from him. And I mean, she'd have been like, are you sure, Andy, this is the guy I should share this information with? I don't think this is the guy, but this is not the right guy. Wrong dude. But I see some people and they think it's their right. And it's okay to walk through a door in a meeting or walk through a door anywhere and just start complaining immediately. I'm begging you today to stop, because opportunities are standing right in front of you. They're right there. They're like screaming at you at this point. And it ain't going to happen until you decide.
If somebody is complaining about this, they're going to go somewhere else and complain about that. It goes back to Junior. I did that appointment with Mike on Monday night. We had that training appointment, and we were chatting. The client got up to go get his statement of a $600,000 IRA. And we're chatting. I said, so anything stick out to you about convention this weekend? And he said, man, it really comes down to just growing as a person. It's not the product. The products are the easy part. It's just how are you going to grow as a person, and that's going to determine the level of your business.
Yeah. Thank you. My heart's full. I hope your heart's full. I hope you're ready to take over the world. I got something I want to end on. So if you got anything, will you fire away?
Work diligently for one company for 4 years. That's all I got to end on.
I like it. I love what you said. Is if that's why second marriages are success rate is less than 30% because they took the first marriage problems into the second marriage and thought it was going to get fixed. They thought leaving the person was the problem and it wasn't the problem. If most people that got divorced, if after they got divorced would work on themselves and quit it instead of making the other person evil, instead of making the other person horrible, instead of making this person become something they're really even not, and just saying, you know what, I got to work on me. Mm-hmm. I got fired from that company I worked at. I never blamed them. I got fired. Should have gotten fired. I deserve to get fired. Then I watched other people get fired and they complain. Well, you know that it's just a house. They're going to die over there. They ain't going to make it. They're doing some evil things over there. And to this day, they still don't have success. And here I am making $1 million a year. And it all started with me taking the blame for getting fired before I even came here. See, I took some internal stuff. I'm on my second marriage and I worked on myself. I'm still friends. I still know my first wife. It was not her fault. It was not her problem. Okay. It was mine. It was me. And I had to work on me. I couldn't take that into another one. And therefore I have a very amazing relationship with Tamara. I mean, I'm a pretty good dude. She's a pretty cool chick is what I meant to say. But had I not worked on me, so it's like you're constantly wanting to work on everybody else around you. Please read Andy's book, Circle of You. God bless you. Please read The Circle of You. It's you that's got to change. I had to change. If I wanted to be like my father, I think he's at 5 marriages. I don't know. It's high, ridiculous. I had to change. Wasn't my dad's fault. Well, he didn't set the proper example for me. Bull crap. I got no one trained Chris Gardner. No one set the proper example for him to own the only color of money Rolls Royce in the world. You can't blame that. You got to take the blame. So right now, today, decide, you know what? I'm going to take the blame for everything that's gone on in my life. You ready for this? You're not going to like this part, even if it's not your fault. You will clear yourself from it. You'll be free from it from this day forward. Because here's what's coming. You ready? Is you're going to have a leader that's going to believe in you. And belief causes friction. Tons of friction. I love when y'all say to me, y'all think love conquers all, and y'all think we're over here with rose petals and everything's great and we're not yelling at each other. We ain't mad at each other and we're not frustrating each other. Not the case. Because I have such a high level of belief in people, it causes tremendous amounts of friction in our relationship. Mainly because my belief level in Phil has to take him to a different level that he doesn't want to go to because we don't like change. But if it's great, no, not the case. Doesn't matter. That belief level creates crazy friction. And in that friction, you'll either grow or you'll disappear. Or you'll just hang around long enough, complain about how cold the office is. Not him. Someone complained about the office being cold. Complain about this, complain about that, whatever it may be. Whatever it is. I'm telling you right here, right now. People believe in you. And when they believe in you, it's going to cause friction. You better get some gratitude right now. You better say to yourself, holy cow, he believes in me. I used to tell Fitz, and I've told Andy many times, when they edify me about my numbers and how great I'm doing, I get crazy anxious. Because I'm like, oh my God, they believe in me. Oh my God, they believe in me. Look at the beautiful words that are coming out of their mouth. Look, hear the beautiful words. Sorry. Hear the beautiful words that are coming out. I mean, I'm hearing it. It's going straight to my heart. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't let them down. I mean, what an opportunity that I had these incredible men in my life They say they believe in me. What I've learned is most people run away from that belief level. And they make you the bad guy on top of it. You can't do it. Can't do it. You got to be able to have this ability to withstand that friction and say, you know what? They're wanting me to do 40 appointments because, quite honestly, flat out, they just believe in me. That's it. And then you can look at this opportunity to having crazy, massive, endless possibilities. I've been here 16 years and I learned something yesterday or the day before from that young lady that told us about what's going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, it just never stop. Never stops. I'm talking to integrity about becoming a partner. It doesn't end there. That's not the ending. I am right now, and you can ask my managers, I am right now trying to find ways to like throw some more gasoline on this deal. I want to use a word bigger than gasoline. It just wouldn't come to my mind right now. Trying to do something. I mean, I'm like the things I'm thinking about and texting all of them and saying, all of the managers on the team saying, hey, what about this? What about that? Like, I'm going to add something bigger than gasoline. Y'all think of a word that's bigger than gasoline. Huh? Tori says, dynamite. Dynamite. That's a dynamite.
Was that song, that show back in the day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
There you go. We're getting closer.
We're going to add some dynamite to this thing. And I ain't letting up. And I want to thank you, Fitz, Andy, all the leaders of my life, Tim, Dr. Phil, Jeremy, Mike, got two Mike, G-Shock. Love you all. Thank you for being a source of gratitude. Thank you for constantly, my daughter Tori, she's coming on board now. She's just so grateful to be here. She worked herself to death the other day, tired. She worked our convention, and then Andy flew in, and she kept saying, I'm doing this for Andy. I'm doing this for Andy. And she worked her butt off. I'm so proud of her for bringing her gratitude to the game. I'm so proud of Junior for bringing his gratitude to the game. Tatiana, so many more, just bringing their gratitude to the game. Just bring your gratitude to the game. I'm begging you. Just don't let ugliness come out of your mouth. Don't let those stupid words come out of your mouth. Quit saying stupid things. Only talk about the great things that are in front of you. And I swear you'll look at this opportunity as having endless possibilities. Love you guys. Go get yours. I'm getting mine. Adios.